All right, this is the decimal multiplication, the standard way that we are doing it. These are the answers. So if we didn't get these answers for these questions, I'm going to go ahead and solve them just so we know what we're doing wrong and we can fix it. It's an easy fix. It's not hard at all. So always remember the number with the most digits is the one that goes on top. So let's start with number 1. I don't line up my decimals. I line up my digits. So my 1 goes under the 0. My 2, I have a decimal. We don't even worry about the decimals until the end, and I have a 0. Okay? Multiplication says no, they're a rebel. They like to hop instead. So we're going to start with the 1, and we're going to multiply everything on the top by the 1. So 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 0 is 0. I have now multiplied everything on the top by the 1, so I am done with that. In order to hold its place, I'm going to put a 0 there and move on to the next number, the 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8 is 16. Bring out the 1. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 times 0 is 0. I am now done with my 2. I multiplied everything on the top. I can cross this little guy out so I don't get confused. Cross him out. And to hold its place, I'm now going to put 2 zeros because I've moved over 2 positions. So now, my last number, 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Add it all up. And I should have 0, 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry the 1. 10. 1 and 0. Now we need to see how many times we hopped. So let's go ahead and check that out. So I hopped on the top one 1, 2, 3 times here. I hopped on this one 1, 2 times. So all together I hopped 5 times. So down here I'm going to go ahead and hop 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my answer should have been this. Okay. Number 2. I have, this is my answer. If we didn't get that, we will watch and see what we did wrong. So I have 5 and 7/10 times 7 and 1/10. It just happens they line up, but that doesn't always happen. We start with the 1 and multiply everything on top by 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 5 is 5. I am now done with my 1, so I'm going to cross them out, put a 0. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 4 is 39. I have 7, 14, 10, 4. Let's see how many times you bunny hopped. On this one we hopped 1 time to find the decimal. On this one we hopped 1 time. So 1 time and 1 time is a total of 2 times hopping. So I go 1, 2. And that should have been my answer. Number 3. I have this. Remember, we line up the digits, not the decimal. So we just add the decimal in there. We don't worry about it till the end. Multiply first everything on the top by the 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 2 is 20. 9 times 9 is 81 plus 2 is 83. 9 times 0 is 0 plus 8 is 8. I am now done with my 9. I can cross him out. Put a 0. I can get rid of these so I don't get confused. Now I'm going to multiply everything by the 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 0 is 0 plus 3 is 3. I'm now done with this guy, so I can do 0, 0. And I have 0, 0, 0, 0. Add it all up. 7, 2. 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay. 15, and 4. Let's see how many times we hopped. On this one we went 1, 2, 3 times. On this one we went 1, 2 times. So we have 3 times here and 2 times here, which is 5 times hopping all together. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My answer should have been this. Okay, moving down. Number 4, that should have been your answer. If it was not, we are going to do it together very quickly. So I have 85 and 4/10 times 6 and 1/10. Multiply everything first by the 1. So 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 8 is 8. I've now multiplied everything on the top by the 1. I can cross this guy out, put a 0 to hold its place. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 2 is 32. 8 times 6 is 48 plus 3 is 51. Add it all up. 4, 9, 10, 2, 5. Let's go ahead and see how many times we hopped. We hopped once here to find the decimal and once here. So that's 2 times altogether. So we go 1, 2. My answer should have been this. Number 5. Remember, we line up the digits. A little decimal just kind of fits in. All right, let's get started. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 8 is 62. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 6 is 15. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. We are now done with my 9. I'll cross them out, put a 0, get rid of these guys. 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 0 is 0. I'm now done with this guy, so I can do 0, 0, and then it's 0, 0, 0, 0. Add it all up. 1, 11, and then 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 1 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 0, 0. Let's see how many times we hopped. The first one we went 1, 2, 3. Second one we went 1, 2. So we had 3 here and 2 here, which is 5 altogether. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be careful when you're hopping to hop around the whole number or you'll get the wrong decimal value. So it should be, that should be your answer. And last one, number 6. Okay. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 3 is 39. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 3 is 33. 0 and 3. Cross that out, put a 0, get rid of these guys. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 0 is 0, add it all up, and I get 0, 14, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, and 0. Let's see how many times we hopped. We went 1, 2, 3 here, and 1 here, so I went 3 here and 1 here, all together that's 4, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer should have been this. All right, it doesn't matter if you leave off the 0 on the end, because remember at the end of decimals it doesn't mean anything. However, if we put it here, that would change the place value.